What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So guys, there's something I need to talk to you about because you guys already know there's one car of mine that I'm trying to sell. It's the BMW F30 right over there behind me. I've been trying to sell this car for a little bit, but unfortunately I had some issues with it. Couldn't sell it as fast as I would have liked to. So you guys already know about that. However, there's one car that you guys don't know, but I've been looking into selling it. That's that. The G80 M3. I know that might surprise some of you guys, but just hear me out for a little bit. As much as I love the G80 M3 and as much as I think the price justifies itself, I don't know if it's the best idea for me and my channel. Now hear me out guys. The way that I get these cars is obviously for myself first and foremost. I love these cars, I love driving them, I love modding them, but also I do run YouTube as a business, and right now a car like the F30 made way more sense. It was way cheaper and it made me way more money than this G80 ever did, which is pretty crazy. Anyways, before I keep on talking about this, I just want to take a moment to thank today's video sponsor, and that is Simply Carbon Fiber. So Simply Carbon Fiber makes a whole bunch of cool carbon fiber accessories for yourself, like wallets, phone cases, all that type of stuff. I have their slim carbon fiber wallet. This thing has a money clip for your cash on the back. It's made out of real carbon fiber. It has a little clip to hold your cards. It's super slim, super sleek, and it looks absolutely sick. And honestly guys, it is genuinely good quality. And again, just being a car enthusiast, I love carbon fiber. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I have it all over my cars, as you guys already know, and now I have it all over my personal accessories. It feels weird saying the word accessories for myself, but you guys know what I mean. On my wallet, on my phone case, which I can quickly show you guys as well. Got the carbon right over there. So they make a whole bunch of cool stuff, guys. Go check out the links down in the description below. There's also a promo code for you guys to use to get an additional discount. So as always, thank you to Simply Carbon Fiber. I appreciate you guys. And with that said, let's keep on talking about the G80 before you guys think I'm crazy. Now look, the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I like this idea of transparency, because you know, I know a lot of you guys watch these videos and you're like, hey, like how are you able to afford these cars, all that. So that's why I like to tell you guys the truth and like sort of the behind the scenes things and the way that I think about things sometimes, because thinking these things through and thinking about it this way is what allowed me to even own pretty much any of these cars. So that's why I like to bring you guys into these decisions. But regardless, the point is the F30 was just a way better business decision. Now, do I enjoy the car as much as the G80 M3? Obviously not. There's no comparison. I don't know if it's really worth me keeping this $100,000 car, because I don't think I've ever said this. The car payment on the G80 M3 is $1,400. That's crazy. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, that's rent, that's mortgage, and yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not in New York, but in other places, I'm sure it is. But regardless, guys, this car still does make me money and it does pay for itself. I actually don't pay for it out of my pocket. So then what you're probably thinking is, well, if you don't have to pay for it out of your pocket, if it's still paying for itself, why don't you just keep it? Well, check this out. If the car payment is $1,400 a month, and it's making enough to pay for itself, how about if I were to get another fun car and the car payment was like $500 a month? Like I can probably get a Supra, and you know, given how much I'll put down and all that, I can probably make the payment like $400 or $500 a month, and then that way we just have a lot more money left over for other things, maybe another car, maybe more mods. Because look, I can definitely just take my own personal money and go crazy on the mods, buy anything and everything. However, that's just not financially responsible. I am not a grown adult, but I am an adult at the end of the day. I have a wife, I have 2 kids, I have a house, I have tenants, I have a full-on career, I have a lot of other things going on. I can't just throw my money at these cars. That's why I run YouTube like a business. So if you guys are wondering, well, you know, is that all the money you have? You can only afford the car payment? That's not the case. I keep my own personal money for my personal life and my family, and I keep the money that these cars generate for these cars. Like it goes back into these cars, back into the business. But because this car especially is so expensive, I don't have as much money to put back into the business. So what I'm saying, guys, is if I were to potentially sell this G80 M3, I could, one, get a few cool cars like a Supra, maybe an M340, or I could get just one cool car and just go absolutely ballistic on it, because again, the car payment will be significantly less. So I'm not saying I'm gonna do that for sure, but I'm just saying it's something I've been debating for a long time. And the reason why it sparked up again is, well, because I saw a G80 M3 very similar to mine, comp, X-Drive, not similar colors, different color spec, but it had like the laser headlights, the bucket seats, and also had very, very similar mods. I saw that it sold for a pretty good amount, guys. Like, it's very tempting. Like, I can still sell this car and get a good amount for it, so I don't know, should I just do that? Anyways, guys, with all this talk about selling these cars, with all this like brainstorming that's going on in my own head, like selling the F30, potentially selling the G80 M3, it's funny because I've been thinking about it, and there's one car on the channel, a car that you guys don't see too often anymore, one car that I will never sell, that will never leave the channel. I don't know if you guys can guess what it is, but if you're an OG, you know exactly which car I'm talking about. Instead of just talking about it, let me show you guys. Because this car is probably my favorite car I've ever owned. Not this car. I love this G80, but you know, I can see myself selling this car one day. The other car though, I will never sell. Or will I? Because I probably sold it already. If you guys don't know which car it is by now, come on. There it is, guys. The car that will never leave. Is this nostalgic for you guys too, or is it just me? It's probably just me. If you guys have been watching the channel for a bit now, you'll know I used to film here all the time. This driveway, this garage, this car, which I'm sure you guys probably already guessed was the car that I was talking about. So if you guys are new to the channel, let me just quickly explain. This is a 2015 BMW 435. This is the car that started this channel. It was my first BMW, my first car that I ever like really modified and really got into. I had a Civic before, which I had for a long time. I didn't go too crazy on that Civic, like a few aesthetic things, lowering springs, but it was a slow base model Civic, so I didn't really bother. However, this car, I did a lot of stuff. I learned a lot of stuff, but since then, I sold the car to my brother. So I know it's a little funny because I said I'd never get rid of it and it's never gonna leave the channel, but I already sold it. And honestly, it was because my brother really liked the car. He really wanted a 435 or any F32. He actually more so wanted a 440, but that's besides the point. But anyways, the point is, it is now his car, but it's still in the family. Although I had to sell it because I thought getting this G80 M3 would be the best option for me, I'm glad that it went to my brother because he's been treating it really well. We still get to make videos about it. As a matter of fact, we literally just installed a new head unit from Xtron. So I don't know if I uploaded that video yet. Hopefully I did. So you guys probably already saw it, but this thing is sick. So yeah, the point is we still make videos about this car. We still mod it. We still have fun with it. It's still in the family, so I see it all the time. Honestly, I would have struggled to see this go to someone that I don't know and just never see it again. Like I have such a connection to this car. So for as long as this car lives, it's gonna stay in the family, either with my brother, which I am totally happy and cool with. I'm actually really glad that he gets to enjoy this car and gets to experience it like I did. But if he's sick of it, it's gonna come right back to me because this car, guys, it's never, ever, ever gonna leave the channel, at least not voluntarily. Now look, don't get me wrong, as much as I love the 435, I do love the G80 M3. It is a naturally, just inherently better car in terms of performance, in terms of luxury, tech, all that stuff. In terms of looks, I actually don't know because I still prefer the look of a coupe over a sedan, but regardless, this thing looks like an absolute monster. But anyways, guys, with that said, if you enjoyed this video, please drop it a like. If you guys like the G80 M3, if you like the 435, if you like any of these cars, you don't even have to like me. Please drop this video a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, with that said, this video is pretty much done, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
If you don't listen that much, but some of y'all don't listen at all. The same they be pushing, yo.